All right, well, thankfully I brought another phone because apparently, all right, good, finally it works. Thankfully I brought another phone because I updated my app. Oh, don't you hate that when they update an app and then it doesn't work anymore as you were doing it before? Drives me completely insane. But we made it. And let's see if I'm getting on. See, there is something going on because I don't see it on this phone. Is everybody home? Can somebody let me know if it's horizontal? That would be great. Tommy, do a good afternoon. Hey, Tommy, can you let me know if it's landscape? If it's good, I just want to make double sure. All right. Well, I guess we're simply going to do it, and we're going to trust it. Trust the process.
I'll check for a comment.
Yeah, it should be. I will check for some comments too. Good there. Okay. Yes. All right. Perfect. Thank you guys for letting me know. And sorry for starting later. What is annoying? So annoying, right? You update your phone or your app, and then suddenly it works different.
Like the live button went away.
The live button went away, just went away. Thankfully, I brought my old phone, or another phone that I have, I do my interviews on, and on that phone I didn't update it yet, so that's what we're using right now. It's so amazing. You see, you can be a fighter and still have some brain cells. That works. Welcome back, everybody. Today, as I wrote online already, we're going to do the slips and counters. We're going to counter the counters from the opponent. This is fun. That's why this time we're going to do a little bit more together. But just so that you know at home, you can do this by yourself easily. Okay, so if I'm making a 2 punch and somebody, let's say, drops a left hook, what Dana is going to do to me, now I'm going to duck and I come back with a cross hook. Well, you can visualize that and do exactly the same. There was a question if I could use a microphone on my shirt. We're not going to go there. We're not that high tech. You know, we're just going to leave it like this. I will try to speak a little slower because I know I'm like a machine gun always when I speak. And then slowly but surely we'll get better. All right, let's start doing our stretches again. Same stuff. But Bas, why do you always do the same stuff? Because I never got an injury if I do this. And why would I break something that doesn't give me an injury? Now, if I will get injured during a session and I realize, oh, I didn't pay attention to that and that muscle, I needed to stretch that as well, then I change my routine. But you know, otherwise, I always do the same stuff. If it works, it works. And if you're married, your wife will love that point of view as well. If it's good, it's good. No need to look outside.
Yes, we all love Karen.
Love. 27 years, Dana. 27 years, yeah.
Oh, I miss you.
92. That's when we started dating.
That's awesome.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, I feel my lower back too.
Me too.
And yesterday from the kicks in the air, I felt my hamstrings today. Because normally I don't kick the air, you kick something solid. Weird how that goes. You see, I'm hyperextending a little bit then.
It feels way better to kick something solid.
Oh, yeah. Especially person.
Yes.
Yeah. Shoulder width. Rotate your hips. 3 times to the left. 3 times to the right.
Laura, are you there? I miss kicking you.
Oh, is that the crazy bitch?
Yes.
That's her nickname. And she embraces it. Laura
yes,
embraces it. So she always tells me, you can say it. It's okay. So this is a good thing. Don't take this out of context, right? Because nowadays, can't say anything anymore, man. Everything has got to be racist or whatever you are. It's so stupid now.
I think we could all use a good laugh right about now.
Exactly. Why would you be so stressed out? Stretch your legs, stretch your forearms. We know the drill. Hang over and just hang there. For about 15 seconds, I'm going to switch hands. So we're going to do 2 times in a row. And I actually promised to speak a little slower. I should speak a little slower.
We're gonna put you on half speed, bud.
Half speed, bush. Switch hand. Man, I was watching Idol yesterday. American Idol, I love that show. Man, what a talent in the world.
Yes.
So beautiful. Switch your hand one more time.
Probably a little bit of the accent too, Bozzy, makes it harder for people to understand.
Yeah. Switch again. Well, I always thought, I don't speak like Schwarzenegger, right? That I can understand.
No.
Yeah, I do this over now, I'm
No.
kind of trying to hide it a little bit. Alright, we're going to spread them. And like I said in the previous workouts, this is your high kick drill, the slap stretch. That's it. Don't do anything else. In front of the TV, put a stopwatch on, poof, 2 minutes, 15 seconds or 2.5 minutes. And you just stand like this, slowly but surely, go wider and wider. Now you don't want to go too low, because once you get too low, you feel in your hips, you're going to have to lean over. That's what I'm doing, at least. But if you don't feel your hips, why not stand up straight? It's still okay. You see, now I'm starting to very slowly, and I'll make my spread a little wider. And yes, you can bounce, but this is about the hardness I do it with. Very gentle. You don't want to pull something. Because now if you pull something, you're going to be home for the next 3 weeks. But I can't work out. So make sure it doesn't go wrong. Alright, fall backwards. Let's lean over. And as I mentioned before, if you can, don't worry about it. Just sit up like this. Do not bend your legs. This is very important. Alright, go to the other side.
Hey, Bozzy, I was listening to a webinar from 6 doctors yesterday, and all different kinds of doctors, like, you know, naturopaths and everything, all MDs, and something I thought was really interesting is that they said that the best thing as far as cleansing to kill the virus is soap and water, not alcohol, not Lysol. I mean, obviously if you're, you know, if you don't have access to a sink, but they said as much as you can, use soap and water, which is awesome, and my preference too.
My wife, when I walk in, she, this is how big of a kid I am. She has to force me to wash my hands for at least 20 seconds with soap. But I'm doing it, honey. Every single time. Let's switch to this side one more time. But yeah, soap. And I'm also, if I go to the store, yesterday I had to clean my garbage disposal, that electric thing. Something iron got in there, and I couldn't pick it out, so I had to detach it, and I needed some tools to go, so I went to the store to get a special screwdriver that needed to fit on some bit. Anyway, it worked, but I went to the store wearing a mask and gloves. Yeah, I figured, you know what, I'm not going to take the risk.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do that. Also for the people, you know, what if I'm a carrier, you know, then wearing a mask is much safer for them, of course, as well. Go a little bit forward, one more time forward.
I'm glad that there's so many food delivery options as far as like online markets. I haven't had to go to the grocery store in 2 weeks, so that's good.
Well, we ordered 25 pounds of oatmeal.
You did?
I eat it every day. It's my cleanest food. Grab your legs, pull it in. And I figured if this is going to be a month, well, I'm eating about a pound, 2 big cups I'll take every day in the morning. So, it's, you know, I'm eating quite a bit because I need the carbs.
Where did you order it from?
Some site my wife did.
Okay.
From a natural site where it's all organic.
Okay.
So, Yeah, it was funny. I read over that list this morning. I was laughing so hard. She ordered a whole bunch of stuff. Not crazy. We're not hoarding. You know, put the feet further away, right? You see, I didn't pull them here because now you're going to say, hey, why don't you put them there? Because we use a different stretch. Far away, further away from you. And now you feel, you should feel your hips opening up here. So lean over.
I'm having a hard time finding other types of rice, like red rice, black rice.
Yeah. It's always the best. I like white rice. I always like brown better.
Yeah, me too.
I use a lot of quinoa too. You know what I do? I'll take boiling water. Put your hands behind you. We're going to stretch our shoulders. My shoulders are killing me right now.
Is it?
So what I do, I put like a cup or 3/4 of a cup of quinoa in a coffee mug, like a thermo mug. I put hot water on it, boiling water, and it needs to be boiling. Put it on, put a lid on it for 45 minutes. Then it's all soaked up, and then I throw it in a blender like a bullet, and throw a little honey with it, some water, and then I mix it. It becomes like a porridge. It's super healthy for you. You got everything you need.
It sounds good.
And it's an easy thing to make. I wake up in the morning, I put boiling water on it, I go back to my place, I go do everything I do, my stretching, my whatever, prayers, everything. And then when I'm done, I go back and everything's good. Alright. Shake the shoulders a little bit. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
My shoulders are really not that good anymore.
I feel the tightness in the shoulders.
That's why we have to do it again, and I hate that in the morning. Pain. Like my first stretch in the morning. Oh. But you know what?
So
You
important.
bite through, yeah. You bite through. Plus, I'm going to be able, if I get into a fight, you never know with these crazy people right now.
Right.
I mean, somebody got stabbed for toilet paper.
Shut
Got
no way.
stabbed for toilet paper, yeah. You
That's
see?
ridiculous.
So stretching in the morning will make sure that you can kick a person like that in the head.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is what people are. Can you imagine imagine you kill a person. You're in jail and you go like, I killed a person for toilet paper. People don't think. Come on, guys.
It's not even really.
No! No cartilage on my kneecaps. That's the only reason I'm in pain. So don't think, oh, but this guy is getting really old. I am. But, alright, stop moving. We're going to do the knees again. Because some people said, oh, that was pretty hard, those knees. For you, we're going to do these knees again. So, because that means you need it. But yesterday we did also 30 seconds one leg, 30 seconds the other leg, and then you're going to start feeling your calves. Yeah. You know, by the way, a really good drill for people at home, fighters especially, is to keep your legs completely stretched and try to do this. Only use your calves. Start with 30 seconds of that. Don't do 45 seconds because tomorrow it's going to be very hard to walk. You know? So, nice and relaxed. And we're going to do the knees again. The one knee, 2 knee, 2 knee, 3 knee, 3 knee. We go all the way up to 10. Alright, here we go. With the right knee, 1 and 1. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 4. 2, 3, 4. And 4. 2, 3, 4. And 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom! Knee in the face. Always good.
In the face. What was that?
Hangover with the septum. That was the best scene. when that kid stood up and his eye locked with him, right? Because he kicked the phone out of his head when they were in Loserville.
Oh my gosh, I need to watch that movie for a good laugh.
Jens rented his house from that police officer.
No way.
Yeah, that's the old house that he was in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah.
Oh my god.
In the face! That's the guy, yeah. So, we're going to start. Put your gloves on. Hup, hup. They always ask me, is it good to put your mouthpiece in? Yes, always. Especially if you're a fighter, get used to it. You know, a little less oxygen. Once you get really tired, everybody will open their mouth, guys. Don't come to me, oh, I'm a nose breather, yeah? Let me bring you to 2 1-minute drills. And if you don't open your mouth, after those 2 1-minute drills only, you're a freak, then you're really in shape. Trust me, so don't believe it. Oh, his nose is smashed, now he can't breathe as well. Really? Open your mouth. That's how you get the air in. Yes, it's better to breathe into the nose. This is a funny thing with the O2 trainer. People say, yeah, but boss, I'm a nose breather, not a mouth breather. You're breathing for 3.5 minutes tops. What do? So those people, I always think, are those the people who work out with weights and then they bring the weights with them when they walk on the street? No, right? What do? You strengthen your muscles and then you feel better without them. Mm-hmm. That's the same thing what you do with the O2 trainer. You strengthen it only for 3.5 minutes. You're not going to unlearn how to breathe through your nose, don't worry. And then you're going to be able to breathe even better through your nose. By the way, I hope the guys on the page, O2 page, I hope you did, right? I sent it in this morning, so you guys joined it. We're going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, we're going to do it back and forth. 1 punch on me. 2 punch, 2 punches on me. And then we're going to start slowly with shoulder standing, adding kicks and knees. But, you know, we'll show it on each other now as well. All right? So 1, we're going to start with a 1. 1, 2. You guys go double speed, right? 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start adding knees or kicks. We're going to do inside low kicks and outside low kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 4. Good. People ask me a lot what to do with the hands. If I kick with the right, I bring my right hand in front of my jaw, my elbow. That's what I do. I don't do this. That would be the dumbest thing ever, because now I throw my lower body to the left and my upper body to the right. I take all the power out of the kick. As a distraction kick, of course you can do this. As a distraction kick. Full power kick, you want to drive through. Important. 1 with reloads, the same as we did in the first few days, and we're going to add a kick afterwards. So 1 becomes 1 left hook right straight, a kick or a knee. 2, boom, boom, right straight left hook, and a right kick. 3, left hook right straight. So reload on your last punch at 1, well that's my first and last punch, reload, hook straight. 2, right straight left hook, and a kick at the end, bada bing bada boom, you guys add a knee if you're by yourself. 1 on the left hook right straight. Kick. 2, hook. 3, hook. 1. Oh, mistake. Oh. 2. 3. mistake again. 1, 2, 3. Because we're used to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross, hook, cross. Good. We're going to make it head body, the reloads. Head body. 1, head body. 2, head body. 1, 2, 3, head body. The last 2 punches, head body.
Head body.
Boom, 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 boom. And again, 1, my mistake. Boom, boom, body, straight. 2, 2, cross, 1, 2, 3, head body, 1, 2, 3, body, 4, 3, 4, cross, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, body head. The reloads are body head. 1, and the liver shot right straight. 2, and the right body, left hook. And so forth. Okay.
Body, head.
Body head. Boom.
Good.
Do one more for you guys at home. One more. 1 and a liver shot right straight.
Body, head, kick. 1, 2, 3. Body, head, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Body, head, knee.
Boom. Okay. Now we're going to do counters. Like I was talking about in the line. The reloads kind of help you with that. So if I give somebody, for instance, a punch, a left punch, she can counter with the left straight. Let me see with the right straight, right? So watch this. If I give her 1, boom, on her hands, and then she counters with the right straight, I'm going to move to the side and go back to the hook cross. Well, what did we just do? Without it, we did 1, hook cross. See, it's kind of the same. But look, now she's going to counter 1, hook cross. So it's the same thing. Same thing with the right straight counter. If I give her 2, a left straight counter. If I give her 2, she goes to the left, move out of the hand, cross, hook. That's the same as 2 and the right straight left hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, it's the same movement almost. You only have to move your head a little bit out of the way. Later on, I will also tell you that this works with kicks as well. So you're going to be good for kicks and for punches by all using the same move. And the reloads are actually helping you with that. So 1, if I hit, visualize a right straight attack if you're by yourself. So 1, move to the side, and while you're moving to the side, you're loading up your next 2 punches. Hook straight. If I give 2, visualize a left straight coming at my face. 1, 2, left straight comes, move out of the way, cross, hook. It's the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. The only difference is 1, 2, I moved out of the way. I slip the punch, all right? So you can do exactly the same what you just did. 1, hook straight, but do this. 1, move to the side, out of the line of fire, hook straight. 2, 1, 2, move out of the way, cross, hook. And then we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to do it now, which is easier. She's going to attack 4 times, and I'm going to counter 4 times with a straight punch. So that's a better idea. Otherwise, it's going to maybe be too complicated for you guys at home to see. So she starts. 1, move, move, cross. 2, 1, 2, move, cross, hook. 3, 1, 2, 3, hook, move, cross. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, hook, cross, hook. See? 1, I do to you. 1, hook, hook, cross. 2, 2, hook, cross, hook. 1, 2, 3, hook, hook, cross. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, hook, cross, hook. And again, 1, 1, hook, 2, 1, 2, cross. Good. Let's start adding kicks to this combination. The person who counters the counter is going to kick as well now at the end. So, 1, boom, boom, cross, kick. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, oh,
Sorry.
2, 1, 2, boom, cross, boom, kick. 3. Well, every time I think you're doing the 3, cross, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, cross, boom, kick. Same way the other way around. Boom, hop, boom, cross, kick. 2, 1, 2, hop. Good. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Good. Now did we do head body? The counters go head body, and then add a kick again. Okay? So everything stays the same. 1, move, head, body. That actually is one of my favorite combinations. A long left hook with the right straight to the body. Try it out in sparring. I can tell you I'm going to do it, land it, and you're not going to be able to stop it. Or you have to move out of the way, of course. But if you're standing, pretty sure I'm going to hit you with the right straight to the body. Okay, so head, body are the reloads after the counter. So I'll give 1, boom, head, body, kick. 2, 1, 2, boom, head, oh, sorry, 2, 1, 2, boom, head, body, kick. Do again, that sucked.
2 again.
The master. 1, 2, boom, cross, little, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, head, body, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Head, body.
Head, body.
Head,
And it's so complicated because normally we always do this
We go back and
forth,
forth.
and that's the whole thing. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, head, body, and slowly. Okay, now you do now.
Head, body.
Head, body, boom, head, body. Okay, good, weird, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, boom, head, body. Good. 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, head, body. Boom, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, head, body. Good. 1, boom, head, body, boom. 2, boom, head, body. 1, 2, 3, head, body. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, head, body. 1, boom, head, body. Good. 1, 2, good. 1, 2, 3, head, body. 1, 2, 3, 4, head, body. Good. Body, head. You know that one's going to do this.
All right.
Body, head. But you see, we all prepared for that in the warm-up. It's all the same stuff. I'm going to show you something really cool in a little bit right after we're done with this. All right?
Body, head.
Body, head now.
Body, head. Okay. 1,
Boom, boom, body, head. Boom.
2,
Boom, 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 body, head.
3,
1, 2, 3, boom, body, head. Boom. 4,
4.
1, 2, 3, 4, boom, body, head. Boom. By the way, the left straight to the hook to the body, you can make it into a straight if you want as well. So if she gives me right straight and I move to the side, I'm allowing you to make it a straight punch as well. If you feel that the target is a little bit too far away, use a straight to the body. It's a perfect combination. Okay? Body, head. Here we
Body,
go.
head. Body, head.
Boom, boom,
Body, head. Wrong.
1, 2, boom, body, head. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, body, head. 4, 1, 2, 3, boom, body, head. Nice. Okay? Make it middle kicks now. One more round of middle kicks.
Middle kick.
Same thing. All right?
Body, head, middle kick.
Body, head, middle kick.
Okay. 1,
1, boom, body, head, kick.
2,
1, 2, boom,
body, head.
kick.
3,
1, 2, 3, boom, body, head, kick. Oh,
ah,
4, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom,
body.
body.
It gets confusing.
It's live. It's very live. I'm all over the place. Hopefully you guys do it good. But you know what I said yesterday when we were messing up sometimes? I said, we all mess up, guys. This is why we're doing this. If it would be perfect, we didn't need any training, right?
And it doesn't matter because you're mixing stuff up so much that.
Exactly. What she says also is what I always say in my classes is, whatever you do, don't stand still. So for instance, if I give her 1, she gives me back a right straight, and instead of a body head, I'm going to go, ah, shit, I missed it. Never do that. Just throw whatever you were thinking, even if it's wrong, but never freeze. Because once you freeze, and you teach yourself to do that all the time in training, guess what's going to happen? You're going to do it in fighting as well. And if you have an animal like, for instance, Vanderlei Silva in front of you, yeah, he's not going to take it lightly on you. You remember when he was fighting the guy with the gi, with the judo gi? And he started pulling it over his head and kneeing him. So the guy decided to take his judo gi off. And he decided to do that in front of Vanderlei Silva. What do you think when he put it out, Vanderlei Silva did? His hands were down, he knocked him out. Of course, it's a fight. So when you want to take off a gi, do this. Take it off and then run back. It shows real good composure as well. Like sometimes people are running away from punches, it gets too crowded, and then some fans say, oh, look at him, he's afraid, he's afraid. No, in my book, that's a smart guy. Like Overeem, one time he was running away from punches because it got a little bit chaotic, and then people go like, he's running away. No, no, no. It's actually really good what he's doing. He's in control. He moves away, he resets, and then he goes back to the fight. That is being in control. It's not running away because you're afraid. It's being smart. Okay, the great thing that I'm going to say is that now, imagine, instead of punching, she's going to kick me. So, I gave her one, and she came back with the right straight, right? I moved out of the way, out of the line of fire. Now she's going to kick me with the right kick. Why would she kick me with the right kick? Well, I'm exposing my body. So somebody can kick underneath. And I talked about this in the first class, I believe. Watch a fight of me. The guy throws the right straight, and then I'm looking at him and go, wow, that was a really low, slow right straight. And as soon as I did this, I wanted him to throw it again, and then I moved backwards, and I dropped him with a liver kick. So it is possible. There's a lot of great K1 fighters out there who can do this way better than I can do. Okay, so now we're going to counter. We'll do exactly the same, but the only switch is going to be is that she changes her straight counters for kicks, roundhouse kicks. Slow-mo. One, block, hook, cross, kick. 2, 1, 2, block, cross, hook, and kick. 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, hook, cross, kick. Yeah, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, hook, cross, kick. See, it's the same. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, cross, hook, kick. It's exactly the same. So if you know how to slip punches, you automatically know how to block kicks and counter those as well. Alright, so let's focus on that one right now. If you're by yourself, don't bring your hands forward. Hold your hands like this. Like this I'm okay with as well. Never ever like this. There is no power. You have zero power like this. That's why we don't hold focus mitts like this. We hold them like that because that's the most powerful hold to stop the punches. That's the same with the kicks. You really want to rotate into it. The first class, I also said be ready for a low kick as well. So my focus is not only blocking the body, and you see I'm moving outside the line of fire, blocking the body, but I'm also flexing my muscle here. I really like this because now I bring my leg forward. That means he doesn't have a sharp target on it anymore. If it's straight, it's easy to kick straight in there. If it's bent, now the kick is going to slide up a little bit, spreading out the impact. Also, I'm moving towards the kick. Once you move towards the kick, you take the power out of the kick. I know, in your mind it sounds really crazy, but it is. If I want to hit somebody in the face, this is a good punch. If suddenly he comes forward, now there's not enough room for me to punch, and that's going to take away the power of my kick. That's why, for instance, knees, if she would knee me, people go like, how do you stop knees? Well, she has to clinch. This is how I stop knees. I don't even let them take off. I just don't even let them take off. This is also really good for making sure they don't jump guard on you. But I'm just holding my hands there. Now, of course, I'm not going to stay there because they're going to let go and they're going to start with punches, but it's a really great way. And also, blocking away like this is good. Blocking away like this I like a lot because now the knees slipping up. If she gives me a knee, see, I let it slip next to my arm. So it's deflecting to the side, ricocheting, so to say, to the side. Let's go back with the kick counters. And then we are going to kick, we're going to counter with 2 punches and a low kick, just what we did before. Everything is to the head, let's not make it too complicated. Later on, when we're weekend, we start making more complicated combinations. So 1, and she goes to give me a roundhouse kick with the right. Boom, block, hook, cross, kick. And 2, 1, 2, block, cross, hook, kick. 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, hook, cross, kick. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, cross, hook. Kick. Good. 1, boom, hook, cross, kick. 2, 1, 2, boom. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, kick. And watch, I'm going to let her do it right. I'm not going to say anything. Watch. 1, boom, 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 boom. Kick 2, 1, 2, boom, boom. Kick 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. Kick 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, boom, kick. I didn't tell her when I was going to punch or was going to kick. But you saw, as long as she does the same counter, the same blocks, the same move outs, everything stays the same. That's the great thing about this. Now, we can make it more complicated, of course. We can come back with 3 punches. It's either a hook cross hook or a cross hook cross. We did this yesterday and the day before as well. Head, head, head. I would say 3 hooks to the head or 3 punches to the head, cross hook cross or hook cross hook, whatever the counter is asking from us. Then I'm going to change the levels on it. While we're busy, I'm going to go head, head, body. So for instance, cross hook cross becomes head, head, body. Hook cross hook, cross, liver. If I say body, head, body, cross, hook, cross. Body, head, body. Hook, body, head, body. And the other way around. Head, body, head. You just listen to what the space, the place where I want you to hit. Okay, we're going to start with 3 hooks all to the head. So the whole drill is this, with the kicks. You punch, yeah. No, the counters are going to be the cross hook cross. Good that you said that. So instead of a cross hook or a hook cross, that is now a cross hook cross or a hook cross hook.
Okay.
So it's 1, boom, hook cross hook, and kick. Good. 2, 1, 2, boom, okay, cross hook cross, shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter. 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, hook cross hook, kick. 4, 1, 2, oh, okay, 4. No, I did that. Boom, cross hook, boom. See, and I missed that one. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, cross hook, cross, kick. Good. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Boom, move, hook, cross, hook. 2, 1, 2, move, cross, hook, cross. Same. 3, 1, 2, 3, move, hook, cross, hook. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, move, cross, hook, cross. And keep going. Add that kick to it. I forgot, but I see that I didn't forget. So look at her. And I'm doing it. Cross, hook. 2, 3, boom, hook, cross, hook. Nice. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, pam, pam, pam. Okay, now the hook, cross, hook, or the hook, cross, hook, cross. It's going to be head, head, body. Head, head, body. One time without, and I'm going to do it with. Boom, block, head, head, body. 2, 1, 2, move, head, head, body. 3, 1, 2, 3, move, head, head, body. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, move, head, head, body. And of course, you want to add a kick or a knee. That's up to you. But so you can see that we can do this by ourselves as well as you can with a partner. Head, head, body. Good. 4, 2, 3, 4. Move, head, head, body. Good. On Dana, it's going to look like this. 1.
Am I kicking you?
You're kicking me.
Okay.
Boom, boom, head, head, body. No kick.
2.
1, 2.
2.
1, 2. Boom.
Head, head, body.
Okay, that's another phone. I was afraid it was this phone because I would have really messed things up right now.
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. Top, head, head, body. Kick. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Cross hook, body. Kick. Now it's Dana's turn. Woo, Dana. 1. Boom. Head, head, body. Kick. Good. 2. 1, 2. Head, head, body.
Kick.
Good. 3. 3. Head, head, body. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Head, head, body. Kick. Good. You guys keep doing it. You keep doing it. Boom. Head, head, body. 1, 2. Boom. Head, head, body. Shake. 1, 2, 3. Move. Head, head, body. Kick. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move. Head, head, body. Kick. Make it body, body, head. I love this one. And lean over. If I give her a cross hook cross, body, body, head, look what I'm doing. I'm not doing this. Body, body, head. Bum, bum, bum. I'm not doing that. I give her a whole, look. 1, 2, boom. She'll never expect that last punch. Because I'm leaning over. She thinks it's another body shot. With the hook, cross, hook, same thing. You go hook, cross, boom. Just hit that face. Let your peripheral vision pick up the head of your opponent. And boom, go through that. Let me see if it's still going. We're still going. Good.
1, 2. head, body.
Head, body, body, head.
2, 3.
Move, body, body, head. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move, body, body, head. Boom.
I was saying head, body.
These drills I would do a lot. If you're by yourself, cross hook cross or hook cross hook, and give yourself every 20 seconds a different pattern. Head, body, head. Body, head, body. Head, head, head. Body, body, body. Butt, heady, butt. Body, head, body, head. Those are pretty much the combinations. If you want to go really crazy, do it a cross hook. Or a hook, cross. Now you can go crazy. For instance, cross hook, head, body, head. Well, that's head, body, head. But the hook, cross hook is head, body, head. You see, you can make like 16 combinations out of 4 simple punches. And what I said yesterday, I believe I said it as well, wherever you land your last punch, don't kick there. So if the last punch is a body shot, kick a low kick or a high kick. And if the last punch is a head shot, kick a body shot or a low kick. You know, so always go to a different spot of where your last punch is. And the reason, of course, is the last punch will bring their hands up, so now they're defended. And the last punch, if the last punch freaked them out with like a body head, for instance, the hands will freak up high, boom, there's your kick to the body, or an inside low kick. That's, of course, up to you. So, that was that. Let's go do the boss. We didn't do the boss yet.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the boss, the Bang Ludwig system is one of my favorite combinations. I stole it. It's kind of I can't put 2 things together. The favorite combination for Mike Tyson, I would say, was a right hook to the body, and he kept his whole demeanor also low, so they think it's another body shot, and then boof, he landed an uppercut. I think he knocked at least 6 guys out like that, with that combination. Right hook to the body, right uppercut. We call it spleen right uppercut. Now, since we're not Mike Tyson, and we don't have the power that Mike Tyson has, I like to add some punches. I'm going to add a left hook and a liver shot, and then I wrap it up with a high kick. Now, if you want to do this perfect, there's a lot to think about. So then really pay attention, and you want to grind this in over and over on the back. Look what I'm doing. I'm loading up here, and I'm doing this on purpose. I load my spleen shot and my uppercut up exactly the same. This is important, because if I do this for a spleen shot and this for an uppercut, well, you're kind of telling your opponent what you're going to do, right? Now, if I keep my demeanor low, he thinks, because I'm loading up the same, it's another body shot. Now you switch it. Boof. As soon as you connect, you can look him dead in the eye. Left hook to the head, keep looking him dead in the eye, and then you come with the liver shot. That little trick, the eye line and the demeanor all together, makes it very hard for your opponent to detect what you're going to do. Of course, we're going to add a right high kick to this as well after the liver shot. Now, if you give a liver shot and then a right high kick, well, you're standing very close, right? So there's a little trick that I like to use all the time. So normally, if I would stand here and I want to kick Dana in the face, I would step in on my heel. I go forward, right? Because now I have enough space to kick her there. If I'm standing here, moving forward would crowd myself. So what I'm doing, instead of moving forward, I twist on my heel. You see? Otherwise, I'm closing the distance. Now I stay at the same distance. But it's important that you open up this foot. I'm going to feel a stretch. You will feel a stretch here, and from there, you can kick. Now, let's do the boss, but like we do it at the Bang system. We start with a jab to just throw it in the air as a distraction, and then I'm going to do it on her. Boom, spleen, right uppercut, left hook, liver, and boom, right high kick. So jab, jab, spleen, right uppercut, boom, liver, bang, and the high kick. Good. Let's try again. Boom, 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 boom. Good. Are you guys getting it? Do it in the air. Boom, 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 boom. On your heel. Just turn on your heels. That gives you like half a foot more distance, which is very much needed because you're standing very close with the liver shot. This is important. Do it in the air. Boom, 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 boom. Once you get the combination, start focusing on your eye line and on your demeanor. Again, leaning over. Uppercut, hook. Now look up, dead in the eye. Load up the same again. Liver shot. And then from there, boom, a right high kick. That is very important, but it's very difficult to attain. So you have to do it a whole bunch of times in order to do it perfect. Boom. Bam, there we go. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Good. I'll do it one more time all day now. I like it. Boom, boom. Good. Loving it. I love this combination. All right.
That one in a minute.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. It's good. Now, kick combinations, kick counters. Let me see. I'm going to put you on that side now. So, this is one of my favorite counters to do. When somebody has a good right roundhouse kick. Whether it's to the body or to the head, it doesn't matter. Or even a low kick, it's all the same. Now, think about this. When you punch, every boxer, every martial artist, you will hear them do this. Why do you do that? First of all, of course, they do it to control the breathing, so they don't blow out too much air, because otherwise they're going to get very tired. But another thing what this does, it flexes your core, because they understand that if you punch, you're momentarily open. So it's better to flex the core. But if I punch you with the right straight, I blow out, and I breathe in, while I'm pulling back. Whoa, this is gold. Think about this. With the kick, it's even more. If they give me a right roundhouse kick, you go blow out, breathing in while he moves it back. I give you a story so you can see that that you can use this in a fight. I was very sick for my second pancreas fight. They let me travel 8 hours on this day that I had to fight. It was bizarre. I was throwing up. My manager was carrying my luggage. I said, man, I don't even want to fight anymore. I was feeling really bad. Suddenly he gets me into an armbar. And I just wanted to tap because I didn't want to be there anymore. But I heard the audience started cheering for him. And now my ego got the better of me. And I go, nah, I'm not going to stop. So I got out of the armbar. And then I stood up. But I almost had no energy left because I was super tired because my body was shutting down. So I knew I needed to do something at the right moment. And what I was doing, I had him in a clinch here, and I pulled his arm away, and I saw him breathe. I go like, boom. And as soon as he was breathing in, and you can see how hard the knee is. If you look up that fight, go to official Bas Rutten. That's the YouTube handle. Bas Rutten, youtube.com/official Bas Rutten. It's all free, don't worry. Look at the second fight. This is the knee I give. Boom. That's how hard I do it. Watch how the guy drops on the gun. It's like I shot him with a shotgun because he was breathing in. You can train, I say this so many times in my class, you can do 5,000 sit-ups a day. If you breathe in and they hit you while you're breathing in, that's the gold. My last punch that I gave to Jason DeLucia, for instance, with the liver shot, which actually ruptured his liver, I thought I missed him because it went straight. He was breathing in. I literally thought I missed him. That's how easy my fist flew through the body. But you see, he was breathing in, and that's why I had such a hard effect on him. Now, if that works, oh, somebody's calling you, yeah. If that works, where am I now? With body shots, I want to say you can do with kick shots as well. This will come back. I got thrown out because we got a phone call in between, and then threw everything up. So, breathing in is really bad. Oh, what I wanted to say is with low kicks the same thing. If you don't let somebody flex his muscle, well, you know a Charlie horse, right? Somebody hits you like this from the back, and when you don't know that they're going to do it to you, it hurts a lot. Imagine now doing it with a shin bone. With a 60-pound leg comes swinging at you like a freaking axe, and with the shin bone, they hit the muscle while it's relaxed. That's literally one kick, and the fight is over. My last fight, where I gave the guy a low kick, there was one low kick. I remember moving backwards, and as soon as I gave him a low kick, I connected with this part of my shin, and I literally felt my shin bone touching his thigh bone. First thing I thought was this, boom, fight's over. First thing I thought. Now it was over. And right away he started limping, I gave him one more low kick and the fight was over. but that was because he was just walking forward, the muscle was relaxed, and I hit him with my shin bone. Pure luck, but you can actually force this as well. For instance, I can push her. So let's say left, three, left, hook, yeah. So let's do a simple one for now. Head three hooks to the head. Left, right, left, and then with the same hand I'm going to push her and I kick. It's a push kick, it's one word. It's not pushing and then kicking, because if you do that, then they can actually flex again. But if I push, and while I'm pushing, I'm kicking, that works really well. Yes, the kick is going to be will have much less power because you're doing it like this, but you don't need a lot of power. I'm telling you, this will really mess somebody up. So, head three, yeah, that's better, good that you said it. 1, 2, 3, push and kick. Bum, 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 push, kick. And you're going to feel this. Bum, 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 boom, kick. Bum, 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 boom, kick. Nice. 1, 2, 3.
I'm allowed to kick you a little bit harder.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Beautiful. I love that. So try to focus on that. It's a very effective thing to do. Very effective thing to try. Talking about low kicks. This is a fun little drill that I always do in my class. So imagine you're in a fight and you give your opponent a low kick and you see he's hurt. And now you want to seal the deal. We can storm him with a whole bunch of different combinations, and you can change the order of those as well. I'm going to show you two because it makes it much easier for you to understand. We're going to start with the hook, cross, hook, right, low kick. Then I put back, I go for a right body, left hook, right, low kick. And then I move away. No, let's do these two first. And then we're going to start the other ones, because otherwise it's going to be too complicated. So, this is the thing. Hook, cross, hook, right, low kick, put it back, body, head, right, low kick. Hook, cross, hook, right, low kick, body, head, right, low kick. Bam, 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 bam. And you see after that low kick, and I put it back, as soon as I let my foot push forward. Now you saw already, if I push forward, that would be stupid. I'm going to be too close. So watch out. I'll push up on that back leg. Watch. Hook, cross, hook. Right low kick, left, bam, bam. Right away, fire. Bam, 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 bam. Beautiful. Accelerating, that will freak your opponent out as well. So now we started a combination with left, low kick. Suddenly, right body, left hook, right low kick. Now, one punch and a right low kick. That's what we're going to add. So this is how it looks. You see, I was trying to catch you because I'm thinking, you see what we're doing. I explained this last time. After the right body, left hook, right low kick, I'm going to put my foot back, but I leave my shoulder here. Because now when it lands, that's a left hook from hell. And then add a right low kick. Now, to wrap this whole thing up, we're going to do a 1-2 and a right low kick. This is weird, because normally you go 1-2, left kick. No, we're going to break that rule. 1, 2, 3. If you do this the correct way, your kick will still be super hard. Because, watch, this is officially how I kick in slow motion. A right low kick, I would do this. Boom. I throw my body, and the leg comes a little later. You want to see the perfect kick? Watch Ramon Decker's reels. For Ramon Deckers, with an S, plural. Watch those reels. This guy, now man, he will be completely loaded up. You'll see him turning, and then the kick comes. Actually, let me throw this out, because then you know. You can go on YouTube, Bas Rutten kicks crash test dummy. Watch that fight, watch that that scene where I kick the crash test dummy. There you can see that I really use my upper body. I'm actually very proud of that clip because I show perfect technique. What you see me doing is this, in slow motion, and I'm all the way here and my foot is still on the ground.
Oh, wow.
And at the last moment you see suddenly my leg flying, and then I just tripled what all the other fighters did. So it's a very powerful kick. Now, with that said, throwing the upper body first and the kick, oh wait a minute, oh God, that's exactly the same. So why not make it a 1-2 and a kick? So now that kick still has power. Now the whole thing, hook cross hook, kick, body head, kick, 1, kick, 1, 2, kick. And why would I do a 1-2 kick? Because if I do a 1-2 on a straight punch, what do most people do? They move backwards. While they're moving backwards, this muscle is going to be relaxed. And that's why it's so effective to do it off a straight punch, because you bring your opponent backwards. Okay, so keep that all in mind. This is all super important information. All right, Dana. Beautiful. Good. You see the automatic reflexes in there? Sometimes it's good to break the rules. Let your opponent get used to certain moves. Do that the whole fight, not one in a row, of course, because they're going to see you setting them up. Plus, they're going to counter you if you do something 2-3 times in a row. Trust me. But try it out. Try it out. See his body movements. See his body movements on 2 straight punches. Is he moving backwards? Yeah, okay. He's right for a low kick if he does that. Or she, of course, if you're a female fighter. All right? Do it a few more times. Hook, cross, hook, low kick. Right body, left hook, low kick. Left hook, right low kick. 1-2, right low kick. And again, hook, cross, hook, kick. Body, head, kick. Head, body. 1 count down. It's a really nice little thing to try. You should really try that out at home.
It's way more fun to kick you, brother.
Yeah, yeah. and this actually you feel more kicking the air, we found out, than on a person, because I never feel my hamstrings from kicking. I actually felt my hamstrings this morning when I was stretching and I go, oh, it's not really fluid.
Yeah.
Okay, we did this one, I believe the second class, 4 and a liver shot. 4 and a liver shot, and we're going to add a right low kick. Now let's talk about that before I do it, because if you want to make it perfect, after a liver shot, you're standing close to your opponent, throw your leg stretched at your opponent. Now you're going to go, that is weird, boss. So watch what I'm doing. If I'm standing close by, a lot of people still want to kind of take care of their opponent. They kick like this. They bring the leg in. No, stretch your leg and just do that.
That one's way more.
It just drills it in there. You make your leg heavy, you stretch it, and you just swing it against the leg. It is such a powerful low kick, you have no clue, because you also land it with just below your knee. That is where the part of your shin, of course, is the very hardest. You know, that was actually the part that Chris Weidman was blocking the inside low kick with from Anderson Silva. And Anderson Silva, at that moment, he made a mistake. And what mistake was it? He didn't turn in his kick. He kept his foot. You will see him, when he kicks with the left, his foot stays straight. Now, if it's straight, it's very hard to get an angle on that kick. So it went straight upwards. Once you go straight upwards, let me get something so I can explain it to you. Imagine this your shin bone, right? It lays like this, your shin bone. It's very hard to break it like this, right? But it's much easier to break it like that. So, if you kick with the flat part of your shin, so to say, it's kind of it's not really flat, your shin, it's more of like in a triangle shape, but still, the flat part is always easier to break than when you hit it with the cutting part. That's why you see those Thais really kicking from up till down, because they fight hundreds of fights and they don't want to break their shins. Now, every person that broke a shin bone, Google for those or YouTube for those moments, and I'm telling you right now, in 90% of the case, they don't turn open their foot. So, they kick with the right low kick, but they hit the shin of the opponent with the flat part, and that's why the low kick snaps. Now there's a down and a plus to it, of course. If you don't turn in your kicks, you're much faster with low kicks. And that's why they do it. But I always said, you have to watch out, because if somebody knows this, well, they're going to block it, check it, and then they're going to break it. You know what my check is? This is my check. If I fight a person like a Jose Aldo, if I had to spar that guy, dude, he's got freaking fast kicks and punches. The guy is super explosive. I love this guy. Always loved him. So then I point my toes 90-degree angle to the side. And the only thing I have to do is this. And you see what I'm doing? I'm leaning over. Poof. I'm not doing this because now I'm balancing, and if he kicks me, I'm going to move. And if I move, well, I can't counter. If I do this, poof, it's going to feel to that person like he just kicked a solid wall. Look, if she gives me a right low kick, and I'm standing here, I mean, I'm jamming at this. Plus also, I'm coming closer to the kick. When you come closer to the kick, you don't give it as much space. You remember I said, if you block outside, or you block the knees already there, same thing here. Bring your shin forward. Cut the travel distance from your opponent's kick, and that will also do a lot of damage. Okay, so just poof, move that forward. This is important. So now, the combination I said was 4 and a liver shot right low kick, right? 4 and a liver shot right low kick. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, liver and boom. You see, stretch leg, and I just stood on my heel. Hit it with this part of your shin. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, boom. Good. Pop, 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 boom, boom. Good. Now, if I say we're going to start this drill, you're going to keep on doing it. You do it as hard as you can. If you can't make a low kick because you're by yourself and you don't have a back, put a knee in the air. As hard as you can, as explosive as you can. We're going to keep on doing it. If I say double, we're going to double up on the last straight punch. The one before the liver shot. Okay? So, if I would say double up, it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a kick. Good. Alright, we're going to start with 1 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One combination, one rhythm. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, 5. It takes the flow out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every punch is already the load up for your other punch. The longer I make my punches, the harder the second punch is going to go. You see, now if I don't, yeah, then there's no power. But if I load up, my right is hard, my left is hard, my right kick is hard, and from here my left kick is going to be hard. Alright? Let's do it! We're going to start. You guys do it in the air, over the bottom, or on the back, and go with power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a low kick. Pop, 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 pop. Boom. 3 punches, triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, what time are we?
More time.
We're getting over. Okay, good. Well, any wise words, Dina Hernandez?
Oh boy. Just keep moving your body. Stay sane. Keep eating good food. Keep watching the workouts. I think we've gotten some good feedback. People are loving the workout. So keep it up and let us know if there's anything else you want to see.
Yes, and I love all the information also from the guys in Europe. That's why we did it at 10 a.m. because it's there 7 o'clock right now. Maybe in Russia, it's 10 hours difference, I believe. So it's 8 o'clock there, but still good before you go to sleep to do another workout. So thank you all for the feedback. Godspeed. Let me know if you want to work on something. Don't go too crazy. If you see 100 messages asking me certain techniques, you know what? I just do it, and I just pick the ones out that are the most prominent, that the most people ask, and we're going to work on that tomorrow in the next class. All right. Godspeed, and breathe on the nose. Thank you. All right.